Hello everyone. So today I am going to explain how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for a cantilever beam loaded as shown in this diagram. So the right end is fixed, the left end is free. It is having a uniformly distributed load of 20 kN per meter and a point load at D which is about 40 kN. So the distance is like this. It is 2 meter and here also it is 2 meter. Okay. So now what I am going to do is I consider, okay, so let R B is the support reaction at B and M suffix B is the resisting moment or bending moment, resisting bending moment at B as shown above. Okay, so now I am showing this is the support reaction RB and the resisting bending moment is in this direction. This is M suffix B. So first step, let us find out what is the support reaction, what is the bending moment. So first step, I am going to find the support reaction RB and bending moment M suffix B. Okay. So for that I am taking moments about A. So I am taking moments about A. That means I am fixing the point A. I will see whatever the bending moments which is tending to rotate this beam in the anti-clockwise direction in one side of the equation and the bending moment which are tending to rotate the beam in the clockwise direction in another side of the equation. Okay. So as per this, the anti-clockwise moment equal to clockwise moment. Okay. So let us see what are the forces producing anti-clockwise moment. So the anti-clockwise moment, see, I fix the point A as per this statement. Now this load is acting downward, therefore it will tend to rotate this beam in the clockwise direction. So therefore, and there is a force 40 kN which is acting upward. So if I fix a point A, this force tend to rotate the beam in the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, 40 multiplied by this distance, force multiplied by this distance is 5 meters producing anti-clockwise moment. RB is also assumed to act vertically upward, therefore this will also tend to rotate the beam in the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore plus RB multiplied by 4 plus 3, 7 is the two moments which are acting in the anti-clockwise direction. There is no other force producing anti-clockwise moment, therefore this will be equal to this force, the uniformly distributed load will produce a clockwise moment because it is acting vertically downward. So this will be equal to, what is the magnitude of this force? So that is 20 multiplied by this distance 3. So that is the magnitude of the total load acting in this area. So this multiplied by the distance is for uniformly distributed load. The center of gravity is acting at the center of this span 3 meter. Therefore 3 divided by 2 will be the center. So force multiplied by this distance from A, that is what I have taken. The another moment is MB which is acting in the clockwise direction. Therefore that is equal to MB. So if you solve this is equation 1 because there are two unknowns, so you have to write another equation. This is equation 1. The second equation is, this is A. The second equation is the vertical forces acting must be, summation must be 0, or it is from top to bottom vertical forces must be equal to bottom top to this is bottom to top, this is top to bottom. Okay, so therefore what are the forces acting vertically upward? So if you see, this force is acting vertically upward, this force is acting vertically upward. Therefore if you write, so therefore 40 kilonewton plus R suffix B is equal to, there is no other force, so only this what is that, this uniformly distributed load is acting vertically downward, so that force is 20 multiplied by 3. Okay, therefore RB is equal to 60 minus 40 equal to 20 kilonewton. So this is equation 2. So substituting RB value, so substituting RB in equation 1, we get this is 200, okay, plus RB is 20 multiplied by 7 will be equal to, so 10, 30, 90 plus MB. So therefore MB will be equal to, MB if you calculate, that MB will be equal to, let me see the value. So MB will be equal to minus 250 kilonewton meter. So this is what? So this is 200 plus 140, 340 minus 90. So minus 250 kilonewton meter. Now because MB is minus sign, our assumed direction should be, is it wrong? Therefore we have to change the direction of the bending moment. Okay, it is now assumed to be in the anti-clockwise direction. Because there is a minus sign, so it should be actually in the clockwise direction. So I will draw the load diagram once again, taking the magnitude into consideration. Otherwise I will change the direction, so therefore this should be in the opposite direction. No, this is plus sign. So this is plus sign MBA. So this is 250 plus sign, therefore whatever the direction assumed is correct. MB, this is 90, but this 90 will come down, come to the left side, therefore this is 250. So whatever the direction we have assumed is correct, therefore this is equal to 250 kilonewton meter. Okay, so having calculated the reaction and the reaction of the support B and the bending moment, now we will take section wise, individual section, and calculate what is the shear force and the bending moment. Okay, so second step, that is first step. So second step is consider section XX at a distance X from the end A between ACA. So between AC, what is X value? X varies, A is at a point of 0, C is at 3 meter, therefore 0 to 3 meter. Okay, now draw the diagram separately. This is the beam, sorry. So this is the beam, this is the section XX, this is point A. From point A it is at a distance X. From the point A it has got uniformly distributed load. Magnitude is 20 kilonewton per meter. Okay, so same diagram, point A is there, this is the uniformly distributed load mentioned there. Now before calculating what would be the bending moment and the shear force, the sign convention you should have to follow. So I will draw the sign convention. Okay, so the sign convention for shear force, you have the beam. Okay, consider section XX. If the left side force is acting upward, right side force acting downward is considered to be positive. Then if the shear force, I consider the section XX, the left side force is acting downward, right side force acting upward is considered as negative shear force. Bending moment, this is the beam, this is section XX. If the force tending to rotate the beam in the anti-clockwise direction, this is considered to be, this is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise, it is positive bending moment. And if there is a section XX tending to rotate the beam in this direction, it is negative bending moment. So as I said, I am going to use this sign convention. So now I consider the section XX. Let me find out what is the shear force at XX. So this is XX section. Left side I have considered. So left side force, this is uniformly distributed force or load which is acting downward. So consider this left side force acting downward, it is negative. Therefore Vx is the shear force at XX, will be minus sign. What is the force? 20 multiplied by x. So is there any other force? No, only one uniformly distributed load is there. So as per this load diagram, only one. So this is the equation which is like a straight line, because the constant is here, it is 0, otherwise it looks like a mx. Okay, so this is the straight line, therefore I write it as straight line. So the shear force equation between AC follows a straight line. Okay, this is a straight line. Now what is the boundary condition? At x is equal to 0. So 0, what it indicates, it is point A. Therefore shear force at point A is VA is equal to 0. Okay. Now at x is equal to, next point is 3 meter. So therefore that indicates point C from A is point C. Therefore the shear force at C is denoted as VC, will be equal to minus 20 multiplied by 3 equal to minus 60 kilonewton. Okay. So this VC is, this is the section, C is right side, no? So right side of A. Therefore it is right, or you can say left side of C. Left side of C. This is right side of A. Okay, A, C, C. Okay. So this is the method which indicates how to calculate the shear force. Now let us calculate what is the bending moment at section XX. Okay. So now I delete here because it's already noted. So let us see what is the bending moment at XX. Bending moment at XX. So I denote the bending moment as mx at section XX. So here again, bending moment. The bending moment is force multiplied by distance. There is only one load is acting. Therefore, in this equation we have only one term. Okay, so 20 multiplied by x will be there. But this bending moment on the load is tending to rotate the. Now I fix the XX. So tending to rotate the beam in the anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction minus sign bending moment. Therefore minus 20 multiplied by x is the distance, multiplied by x by 2 is the distance, center distance, or distance of the load, constant the load acting from point the section XX. Okay, so this will be having x squared term. Therefore it represents the parabola. So therefore I write parabola. So what it indicates, the bending moment equation between AC follows a parabola. So therefore when you draw the diagram, it looks like, there must be, the parabola must be there in the bending moment diagram. Okay. So now at x is equal to 0. So it indicates what? Point A. That is MA is the, it indicates the bending moment at A. So therefore it is denoted as MA will be equal to 0. Then at x is equal to, what is the value? 3 meter. It is representing point C. Therefore bending moment at C will be equal to minus 20, 3 by 2. So this will be equal to minus, so this is 10, 30, 90 kilonewton meter. meter. Okay, so minus 90 kilonewton meter. Now this indicates the right side of A. Okay, the right side of A, and this indicates the left side of C. Okay, left side of C. Right. So if anyone is asking what is the bending moment equation at this section AC, so that bending moment equation is minus 20 or minus 10x squared. If you simplify this, minus 10x squared. Okay. Now suppose you can also find out, substituting the values between 0 to 3 to find out what could be the value of bending moment in this section AC. You can substitute x is equal to 1 meter, x is equal to 2 meter, 1.5 meter, 2.5 meter to find out the bending moment at different locations of this section AC. That is the advantage of writing this bending moment equation. Okay. Now this is the second step. Now let us go to the third step at a distance x from the end. So here third step is, so I delete here. So consider section x at a distance x from the end A, okay, A, between section CD I am considering, CD. Now what is the value of the point C? So x varies between, from A, what is the distance C? It is 3 meter. From A, what is D? It is 3 plus 2, 5 meter. So x varies between 3 meter and 5 meter. Now draw the diagram. So this is the thing, this is the cantilever beam, okay, so slightly larger. This is section XX. Okay, so there is a uniformly distributed load. So that distance is 3 meter. This is point A, this is point C. So this is 3 meter. And then from here, the section is X. And this distance is X minus 3. Okay, so now I consider section between CD. So what are the equation I am writing is valid only for the section CD. So as we have done earlier, the shear force at XX, okay, shear force at XX, I denote this as Vx will be equal to, so how many terms are there? There is only one force acting downward. So this is the section, left side force is acting downward. So section force acting downward minus, therefore minus sign. What is the force? So this is, the magnitude is 20 kilonewton per meter. Therefore minus 20 multiplied by 3 is the total force. So this will be equal to minus 60 kilonewton. This is constant. Okay, so it is constant. So that indicates between CD the shear force is constant. Okay, now at X is equal to, what is that, 3 meter. 3 meter, this indicates C, but it is right side of C. Therefore it indicates VC, that will be equal to minus 60 kilonewton. It is right side of C. Okay, then at X is equal to, next value is 5 meter, that indicates D. So therefore VD is also equal to minus 60 kilonewton, but this is left side of D. So left side of D. Okay, left side of D. Right? So similarly, calculate what is the bending moment at XX. Okay, so now I delete here. Okay, so bending moment at XX. For this diagram we are calculating. I denote that as mx will be equal to, again, so how many terms will be there? There is only one force is acting, so it is acting downward, so it is tending to rotate the beam in the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore it should be, so left side anti-clockwise minus sign, therefore it is minus sign. What is the bending moment? 20 multiplied by 3 is the total load. Okay, total load. And what is the distance? The distance is, this is 3 by 2 plus x minus 3. So therefore load is 20 multiplied by 3 multiplied by the distance is 3 by 2 plus x minus 3. Okay, so this is the distance. Now here it looks there is only x term, therefore it will follow the straight line. So it is a straight line equation. right? So now substitute the boundary condition at x is equal to 3 meter. Okay, 3 meter, that indicates m suffix c will be equal to, if it is 3 gets cancelled, only 3 by 2 will be there. So 2 10, so therefore it is minus 30 90, so minus 90 kilonewton meter. Okay, now at x is equal to, what is this distance is 5 meter, 3 plus 2 because CD, no, we consider section CD, so 5 meter, that indicates the MD will be equal to, so this is minus 60, so minus 60 multiplied by 3 by 2 plus 5 minus 3, so therefore this value will be equal to MD is equal to minus 210 kilonewton meter. Please calculate this to get the value. Okay, so x is equal to 5 meter, it is, x value must be 5. Okay, x value is 5, the equation is, okay, x minus 1.5, that's right. So it is minus 20. Therefore what is this? MD, left side of D. Okay, this is left side of D, and this one is right side of C. Okay, so now next we will consider the section between DB and calculate it the similar way. So this is the, so first, second, third, fourth step. Okay, consider section XX at a distance x from the end A between DB. So what is the x value from end A? D is at a point of 5 meter and B is at a point of 5 plus 2 7 meter. Okay, so this is the boundary condition. Now, okay, find out the shear force. So draw the diagram first, load diagram. Always follow these steps so that you won't make any mistake. I found students are making frequently some mistakes, and because they are not following the procedure. So this is point A, this point, and this is point C. From here to here it is 3 meter. The magnitude is 20 kilonewton per meter, and there is a load, point load at D. This is C, and this distance is 2 meter. Okay, this is 40 kilonewton, and this is the section XX, and this section is at a distance of, okay, so this is 40 kilonewton. This is at a distance of x from the NDA. So as per this statement, I have drawn the diagram. Now let us calculate what is the shear force at x. Okay. So I write here. So shear force at x. So as per our notation, it is Vx. So Vx, this is the section left side. There is one uniformly distributed load, and then another point load. Therefore, there will be two terms in the shear force equation. The shear force is, this is left side force acting downward, so left side force acting downward is negative, therefore minus sign 20 multiplied by 3 is the total magnitude of this load. Then this force is acting vertically upward, so left side force is acting vertically upward, so left side force acting vertically upward is positive, therefore plus 40. Okay, so this will be equal to totally minus 60 plus 40, so minus 20 kilonewton. Okay, so minus 20 kilonewton. So this is again a constant. Okay, so this is constant. Right, it is constant. Therefore, the shear force equation between dB is constant. It will not vary. Now we can substitute the boundary condition and then write the value. So at x is equal to 5 meter. X is equal to 5 meter from A is point D. Therefore, that is the shear force at D denoted as VD will be equal to minus 20 kilonewton. Okay, so this is right side of, right side of D. Then at x is equal to, at x is equal to, what is this? This is 7 meter. So 7 meter, it indicates point B. So V suffix B will be equal to minus 20 kilonewton. So that is the left side of the point B. Okay, so that is the shear force. So this is left side of B. Okay, then calculate what is the bending moment at section XX. So bending moment at XX, will be equal to mx is our notation. So it is denoted as mx. Then there are two terms must be there because there is two vertical forces. One is 40 kilonewton, other one is uniformly distributed load of 20 kilonewton per meter. Run, we say. So then this force tending to rotate the beam in the anti-clockwise direction. So left side of the section, anti-clockwise moment, minus sign, therefore minus. What is the load? So 20 multiplied by 3 is the total load. What is the distance? So this distance is half of this. So 3 by 2 plus, what is this distance? X, this is x. Okay. So this distance is, okay, here you can write, this is x, this distance is x minus 5. Okay, so you can write like that. So therefore, this is 3 by 2 is the distance, and plus 2 plus x minus 5. Okay, so 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 2 plus x minus 5 is the total distance. So this force multiplied by this distance will be producing the anti-clockwise bending moment. That is one force. The next is 40 kilonewton, which is acting vertically upward, tends to rotate the beam in the clockwise. So left side clockwise moment, is positive. Therefore plus, what is that value? 40 multiplied by x minus 5. Okay, that is the distance. So here also you can see there is only x term, it is not multiplied anywhere. Therefore it is a straight line. So it's a straight line equation. Okay. Right. Now substitute the boundary condition to get the values at the point D and then point B. Okay, I delete now. This is because this we already used. So at x is equal to, what is this? 5 meter. That is md. That will be equal to, substitute the value x is equal to 5. So that is minus 20. So that will be minus 60. Right? Minus 60. Multiplied by, this is 3 by 2 plus 2. So x is 5 meter. So this becomes 0. So 3 by 2 plus 2 by, this will be 1.5. So that is the value. This term becomes 0. So 3 by 2 plus 2. This answer is going to be bending moment at D is, value is minus 210 kilonewton meter. So this is right side of D. So therefore right side of D. Okay. Next, at x is equal to, what is this distance is 7 meter. It indicates the point B. Therefore moment at point B will be equal to, put up the value 7 here. So that will be equal to minus 60 multiplied by 3 by 2 plus 2 plus 7 minus 5 plus 47 minus 5. So this value md will be equal to minus 250 kilonewton meter. Please check the answers which I have already calculated, therefore I am writing here. So this is the left side of B. Okay, so we found out for different sections, each section we have considered separately. We have written the bending moment equation, we have written the shear force equation, we substituted the boundary conditions, and we found out what are the various bending moment and shear force at the various points of the load. Okay, so now we will draw the shear force and the bending moment diagrams. Sometimes in order to make you to understand very easily, you can tabulate also all these shear force and bending moment values, and then you can draw the diagram. So this is the load diagram. Now I just project all these points C, D, B and all. So this is going to be the shear force. Here it is point A, point C, point D, point B. So what is the shear force at A? The shear force at A, if you see, shear force at A will be shear force at A. So it is 0. Okay, shear force at A is 0, and it is following a straight line because the uniformly distributed load. The left side of C, okay, so left side of C is minus 60 kilonewton, and it is following a straight line equation. Sorry, it's a straight line equation. Therefore, it is minus 60 kilonewton. Okay, please check the value. Left side of C is minus 60 kilonewton, and then right side of C is also minus 60 kilonewton, and left side of D is also minus 60 kilonewton. Also, we have seen that between CD, the shear force equation is constant. Therefore, it is constant. So this is the value. It is minus 60 kilonewton. Then there is a vertical load which is acting upward. Therefore, there must be a sudden drop, either higher or lower value. Let us see what is that. So the right side of D is minus 20, and the left side of B is minus 20. So minus 20, this is minus 60, this is minus 20, and it is also constant. Okay, it is also constant. Therefore, here minus 20, this is minus 20 kilonewton, this is minus 60 kilonewton. So we can remove these lines, okay, and then cross hatch all this area. It is all negative shear force diagram. So this is negative, it is the shear force diagram. You can see the RB value which we have calculated based on our this one assumptions initially. So the RB value is equal to 20 kilonewton. So right side force acting upward is considered to be negative. See there, this is section, right side force acting upward minus sign, so that is why it is minus 20 kilonewton here. Similarly, bending moment we will see, it should come separately. Okay. So now we draw the bending moment diagram. Again project all these points. Okay. So this is the baseline, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So bending moment at A is 0, so it is 0. Bending moment at D is minus 90 kilonewton. So this is, okay, let us take minus 90, so therefore I consider up to, so for some distance here, this is minus 90. But if you see the bending moment equation between A and C, it is following a parabola. Therefore, it should be like this. It's a parabola. You write here as parabola. So this value is minus 90 kilonewton meter. Okay. Next, what is the right side of C? The right side of C is minus 90 kilonewton. Okay. And the left side of D is minus 210. But so bending moment is minus 210. So it is going to be like this, it is minus 200. But what is the equation between these two? It is going to be a straight line. So that straight line equation, is it straight line or constant? Between C and D, between C and D it is constant. Okay. Between D and C and D it is constant. Okay. So therefore the bending moment will be a straight line. Okay. So this is 2 minus, and you need not write, as I said, 210 kilonewton meter. Okay. Then again at B, so slightly I can increase so that so this is the straight line. It is 210, and then at B it is 250. So here it is 250 kilonewton meter. Okay. So here it is straight line, here it is straight line, here it is parabola. So it is parabola and then it is straight line. So this is the bending moment diagram. So join this, and here you can remove. So you put up the cross hatched lines. Okay. So this is negative. It is a bending moment diagram. Okay. If you have any, okay, anyway I am uploading in the channel. So if you have any doubt, you can send the or write the comment so that I can give my answer, explain what is the solution for whatever your doubt I can give. Okay, so that is minus 250, this is minus 210, minus 90, parabola it is 0. Now you can see this is 250 and here also it is 250. So to check whether this value is correct or not, whatever the value you calculate based on your bending moment equation must be equal to the value which you have given here. So shear force also 20, it is 20 because it is clockwise, so therefore it is minus sign. See there it is clockwise, right side of the section minus 250. Okay, thank you.